Make.com just released a new tool, Make AI Web Search. It's essentially Perplexity on steroids. Perplexity is extremely messy with its outputs. Make AI Web Search can output very clean JSON format that then you can leverage further down your automations. By the end of this video, you'll fully understand how to use this new Make.com tool and specific use cases that you could leverage this tool with. Let's jump right into it. Okay, before I show you exactly how to use the Make AI Web Search tool, I'm just going to show you how I turned this automation that scrapes websites using Apify to extract property information of large real estate companies, how I replace this automation with this automation, all because of the new tool, Make AI Web Search. I'm already a very big fan of it. Let's go back to this and let me explain how this originally functioned. So essentially, I write information about a company website in order to extract all properties, and depending on the website format, I would need a certain number of paths, a property block selector, and things involving going into the code, identifying where the property information is, putting it into this spreadsheet, and then based on the number of paths, it would go down one of these routes to then scrape the company information, where Apify is scraping, ChatGPT is processing that scrape, and then outputting the rows of that property. So all this is now this, all because of the new Make AI Web Search. So in this use case, I'm still using the same Google Sheet, but I don't need all the information. The only information that I'm really utilizing is company name, company URL, and whether or not this row has been searched yet. So essentially, I'm only giving it this URL, and this spreadsheet is going to be duplicated, and the property name, address, city, state, and zip will appear in a brand new sheet because this is duplicated. So I'll show you what that looks like. Let's run it once. I believe this company has like 15, right around 15 total properties. All right, so the automation has finished running. It took about 10 to 15 seconds for the AI web searcher to finish processing. If we go here, we can see what the output looks like. Essentially, it pulled all the property information in my requested JSON format. This JSON format is extremely necessary in order to pass this information cleanly down into Google Sheets. As we can see, the iterator then breaks up those bundles, and then those bundles are added to the Google Sheet one by one. Let's go back to here. As we can see, this got duplicated and renamed to the company name, and we have all of that property information. So that was very, very simple to run. If we go look at how I prompted this, not a huge prompt at all. Extract the property name and address information of all properties owned by company name located at the following URL. Output format in JSON should look like this. So that's my requested format. I chose to parse the JSON, which maybe technically it did parse it, but it's still all trapped inside of that single array. So I needed to break these up into different collections, and that's what my iterator did here. And I think that's a success. Let's go to the website, check a few properties, and see what these results actually look like, if the scraper was correct in its property information. So we will check out Prince Frederick Village Apartments. So I'm just going to split this up. Prince Frederick Village Apartments. That is here, 340 Fairground Road, Prince Frederick, Maryland, 20678. Spot on. Let's go to another one, Lexington Village Apartments. That is here, 21633 Liberty Street, number 1629, Lexington Park, Maryland, 20653. So this is spot on. This has been successful with me before, so I'm not going to go ahead and check it all, but that is something that I had to do in the past just to ensure that the scraper is pulling all the information accurately and not making stuff up. But to scrape this website right here is a little bit complex using the original Apify scraping automation. Because there's two different links associated with actually pulling property information out. For example, we have the original link here, fifthmanagement.com/ourproperties. And in order to actually extract the property information, we need to click into another link. So as you can see, we go into another link here, and we have the property information located right here. So that is a pretty complex scrape, at least for me, who's kind of a beginner when it comes to scraping, something I am new to. But for the Make AI web searcher, it was no problem. Took about 15 seconds, and it pulled out 16 properties. Let's see if there are 16 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So spot on for the Make AI web searcher. You might think, can't you just use Perplexity for this use case? Perplexity is a great web searcher. And the one advantage for a situation like this that this tool has over Perplexity is that if I were to prompt Perplexity to pull all the property information, it would successfully pull all that information out. The only problem is that it wouldn't put it into a format like this that is easily extractable and able to turn into an output to provide to Google Sheets. I would need another intelligent AI directly after Perplexity to be able to digest that information, put it into JSON format to then add to Google Sheets. So that is the one downside of Perplexity. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like right now. Let's unlink this and let's add Perplexity right in here. I do have it already set up because I have used it a bunch in the past. We're gonna go sonar. Let's go sonar reasoning, and let's just say research. Actually, let's just copy the exact prompt that we had for this one. Just paste it right in. Okay, we'll unlink, connect. And we will see what the output is. I'm not gonna set it up to roll. This is a user prompt. I'm not gonna connect it to here because I know that it's gonna fail at the iteration. So let's just see what this looks like. One thing we need to do is delete this, and then we need to unsend that row so that it'll send again. Okay, let's see what Perplexity comes up with. Okay, so the one advantage Perplexity has is speed. That was super fast. I'm not sure if I chose the right model for this. Maybe it was a model that's a little too simple. Let's see. We go to search results, and this is what that looks like. So it's not in that clean format that I requested. It's nice that this ended up in the collections just like the previous. Another thing is that there's 15 properties that they pulled instead of 16. And of course, I can't really do anything with this information. If we look at our previous run here, we'll go back here, discard changes. If we go to our previous run, these are super clean. Name, street, city, state, zip, exactly how I requested. However, in this new run with Perplexity, it was not able to do that. Title, URL, snippet, source, that's not what I requested, so I would need a chat GPT directly after to basically digest all that information and put it into the exact JSON format that I would need. So the big benefit with the new Make AI web search tool is that it can search the web very, very well, but then format it exactly how you need, ultimately saving on operations, not having to add a chat GPT afterwards, which is going to cost money for the API call of ChatGPT, and it's going to use up your make.com operations. So let me know what you think of the Make AI web search tool, and if you have any cool ideas with how you could leverage this tool, drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.